My name is Jacqueline Godwin, and I found out this morning that I passed CFA Level 3. My biggest cheerleader and my biggest teacher was Mark. I took his boot camp, and it was him and his boot camp and what he taught and his strategy. That's why I passed this. He was a teacher, a coach. I called him up, take his boot camp, take his one and done videos, take his problem solving videos, and more confidence than I've ever had taking the CFA program. Thank you, Mark, for everything.
I just passed the level 3 exam using LevelUp with Mark Lefebvre. Level 3 for me was like trying to climb Everest without ever having climbed a mountain before. I needed a Sherpa to kind of show me how to climb, learn the ropes, and be there with me every step of the way. And for me, fortunately, I had LevelUp and Mark. So here's what Mark did for me that made the difference. First and foremost, his weekly problem-solving class. By the time I was finished studying with Mark, you could say to me, fixed income, reading 3, blue box 7. And I'd be able to rattle off what the question was about and 2 or 3 bullet points on how I would answer that question. Which brings me to the second big thing that helped, the LevelUp Bootcamp. It was such a good review and a good time to do that review, and that helped set me up for the final push before reaching the summit. But he's got these great one and done videos that make everything a little more digestible. So thanks, Marky Mark, for everything.
This exam is it's the worst. So having you is just my saving grace. Oh, you gotta use this guy. The GOAT, absolute GOAT. Would not have passed this exam if it weren't for him. The reason he was so effective for me was the time saved. I would have paid for his expertise on the credit reading alone. Curriculum so well, he knew where there were mistakes in the curriculum, what to pay attention to and what not to pay attention to. Dude, the guy can like recite the curriculum. His knowledge of the curriculum is insane. It's unparalleled. He has a nose for the types of questions that they're gonna ask or that they won't ask. Walking out of the exam and going on Reddit, totally unfair exam, questions out of left field, didn't cover the curriculum. Or I remember walking out of that exam thinking that was a totally fair exam. I recognized every single thing on it. I wasn't blindsided by anything. It was because I was so prepared that I actually recognized how hard the exam was because of Mark's knowledge of the curriculum.
I want to start by deeply thanking Mark Lefebvre with LevelUp Bootcamps. My journey has not been easy with these tests. I've used multiple providers and I hired 2 different tutors. I took the test, wasn't even close to passing the first time. And I ran across Mark with LevelUp and I talked to him for a while. I was like, okay, this guy seems like he's gonna be a little bit different because whatever I was doing in the past was not working. I gotta find something different. Started working with him. And then he started putting things in perspective. Like, this is how you need to be studying for the exam. Bringing things out of me that I didn't think I'd be able to. I could not have passed it without Mark. I don't know any person that probably cared as much. I don't know any person that spent as much time and worked as hard. I don't know if there's any person that knows as much about the curriculum as he does. He's extremely knowledgeable with the years of experience he has. So thanks again, Mark.
Mark helped me to become a subject matter expert on every single topic. Mark challenges you to rethink about the same topic in too many different ways. No matter how it's going to show up on the exam, you'll be ready for it. If you want it to be one and done, Mark is your guy.
After bearing witness to the level of detail and the amount of information Mark has accumulated, thorough job of explaining everything, session with Mark, there's really no going back. I had a big box review provider as sort of a plan B. There's no need for plan B because it only distracts from plan A. And Mark does such a good job of covering all the material. Really no need for anything else because it's all there. Proof is in the pudding. And
so I wish I would have found out about Mark's material much sooner than I did. There are a lot of people teaching the CFA content, is that a lot of providers are focused on helping you get through the material as quickly as possible to get onto the mock exams and then to take the exam. With Mark, his goal is very unique and very simple, to help you understand the curriculum. You understand the curriculum, you're more than equipped to do well on the exam. When you add on to that the fact that Mark has 20 plus years of teaching the material in terms of experience, he's also done investment management, so he has the practical skills which go with the material. And then you look at his offering in terms of the way his material is laid out, from the videos, the slide books, the summary notes. You can trace throughout the material the blueprint which is laid out in the curriculum. When you look at his material, you see the curriculum articulated in a way that you can understand, in a way that you can remember, in a way that makes sense, and in a way that sticks. He is pretty much unparalleled. And I haven't even spoken about the jokes, the proactiveness, the energy, the desire to go over and above and beyond for his students, who loves teaching. You'd be crazy to not study with Mark. He'll give you the recipe and the ingredients. You'd be crazy to not study with Mark.
Number one, I wish I have known Mark earlier in my preparation process. By watching the Jumpstart videos, I was able to gain the full understanding of every single topic in the curriculum, including some of the most challenging topics. Mark did a very good job in explaining every single thing way much better than the curriculum does, and by watching the video, you will not miss a single thing. Mark is someone who really cares about you. No matter what kind of question you have for him, he's going to get back to you as soon as he can, sometimes within minutes. And also, he's a person who works through the curriculum page by page, just like you and me will do, and takes what he thinks is important and tell you where to focus. Go with Mark for CFA Level 3 exam review, and you'll never be wrong with that.